Hello there, I'm back with another build update video, and this one is gonna be the last one, in short for sure, because the last three defenses won't require you to place another amplifier, and we have plenty of space to like spawn trap, especially for this amplifier. But for this one, I will add like the last few adjustments for this whole thing, like literally this whole build as for last one. Ooh, carved wine. Um, yeah, well, my alt is actually gonna be very happy to move on soon to Twine, and he's really pumped to increase his power level. Right, Naver? Good talk. Anyways, there are a few block offs we're going to be adding and place a few more spawn traps because the defense will surely be over 15 minutes even with elimination waves. They're gonna be like above like 800, or pretty much it can be like 400 as well. And yeah, some timed waves will not allow you to go like below 15 minutes. Even if you are able to like swift your way through the elimination waves, it's going to take a good while because of the transitions between the waves. That will definitely take you quite a lot of times. So yeah, I'll also extend the build on Amplifier D a little more because the last time when I did the 7th storm shield defense, there were like a lot of lobbers just breaking that one area where there's no such spawn trap on it. And yeah, like I said, the spawn is pretty wide. So yeah, let's okay, this home base is actually perfect, by the way. No need to like add any more. This one is really proudly open right there. All right, so on Amplifier A, it's just something small, which is basically just a tiny bit of a spawn trap. So yeah, good thing I have max metal because I will also be upgrading on the way. Make sure you, before I start building, make sure you completely tier 3 every single structure that you see, because if you're just trying to skirt your way through the storm shield defenses, that's probably not the right way, because these floors, like the walls as well, they are not always that sturdy. So yeah, make sure to upgrade all to tier 3, make it as sturdy as possible so that husks won't bother going towards the weakest structures. Oh, sure. All right, so right here on this edge, on this ledge where you can see a waterfall right there, and we have this, I think we began building that trap tunnel like pretty much at the beginning of the series. Yeah, let's place a floor right here. Place a floor right there. Don't place a floor right here because they will even if they like kind of like survive these ceiling electric fields in a zapper, and you place a floor there, they are able to go straight to A. So yeah, don't place a floor right here. Go to your left and place 2 floors towards the ceiling drop trap right here, and you can place a wall here just so that you can connect it. And then we can place a floor right here. And then on your left, another 2 floors, and that should be it. Well, the wall right here just to connect with the ceiling drop traps and somewhat end the other tunnel we have here. So right here, all these 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all these 6. Or we can add a little bit more. I mean, we do have enough block offs. They won't drop down towards here. So yeah, 1, 2. That would be 8 ceiling electric fields. And this one, I mean, yeah, there's a block off, and it's just a bit too high for husks to like drop down here, and they'll definitely take fall damage for sure. So yeah, anyways, we can place our ceiling electric fields right here. You can go as much as you want, by the way. If you feel like wanting to like place more ceiling drop traps, well, that's up to you. It doesn't have to be exactly the same build as I have right here on my alt's storm shield. So yeah, 1, we can place all ceiling electric fields on all of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And believe it or not, that should be it. Your Amplifier A here is 100% complete. So yeah, like I said, we were just adding some spawn traps just in case the waves are getting pretty long. Well, I mean, I do have full trap durability on my survivor squads, and Neighbor is running Machinist Harper, a purple Machinist Harper, by the way. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's legendary or what. So as long as you have that commander perk. Machinist Harper is very, very useful in like SSDs and endurances, because it increases like their trap durability, the trap durability, like a lot, as you can see. 151. That's probably because of my that's probably because of my the survivor squads, and that's why. I mean, I am aware that even for a newbie player, like a new player that jumps into Canny Valley straight up, that I get it. I get it. It's not going to be easy. You're gonna have like purple schematics, and that is completely fine. And I did say it doesn't have to be exactly the same perks as how I have right here. So yeah, you can get through Canny SSDs without having any of these supercharged, nor even have it like 130. It could be like 106 traps if you find any tier 4 materials in Canny Valley. That is completely fine. You could probably get some friends to help you and what's so, and yeah, you'll get through the SSD really, really easily. Alright, so let's go here on Amplifier B. Oh gosh, I'm a bad ninja, I swear. I despise running ninja. I'm not recommending it to anyone else in the Save the World community. Anyways, so earlier we did have a spawn right there, so we have a trap tunnel on that side, and we do also have a spawn here as well, where I'm standing. Well, to be exact, right here, by the way. They, I think, couple defenses before, they are also spawning as well here, but they didn't bother going like right down here, which they will be able to like go towards your amplifier. They just go down here instead, which kind of makes sense because this tile here is like a little bit lower. So yeah, but there was like I think on the 7th one when we did it, me and my ult, there was like a blaster or a lobber just walking casually right here, and I was like, oh no, you don't. And yeah, if we want to avoid that, we could probably just either do a trap tunnel here, just similar to that one, or okay, you know what? Yeah, we could try just making it really, really differently. So two walls right here. You can place 2 cones behind those 2 walls. Then we have a wall right here, just on another layer, and another wall right here. And then this cone, this tile here, is out from the northwest, and this cone right here will have both tiles off from towards the north. So yeah, there's your block off. There's your block off right there. Perfect, nah? It's pretty nice. So yeah, if you want, if you feel like they're still going to hit this wall for sure, you could either like put a wall spike, or maybe wall dynamos or wall darts. But if you feel like they're actually going to continuously hit, disregard the damage, and you want that wall to be healed, perhaps a wall spike is completely fine. But since I really love the wall darts so much, I will just place them right here, because I did saw that blaster spawn here, by the way, and they are physical, by the way, and so I just want to kill the blasters as soon as possible. So yeah, right here would save you some time. But if they meant to go down here, if they really want to go down here, you could just maybe place 2 walls right here, just in case they're able to like go through. Just 2 walls should be like more than enough. You want to place a wall spikes, that is completely fine as well. We can do that. Wall spikes, 2 of them right here. So whenever there's like maybe a gunslinger, there's a pretty good chance a gunslinger would probably drop off towards the sling drop trap. So yeah, for sure, just in case we barricade them right. So yeah, there were also some husks right here hitting this wall, and we didn't have anything, and I had to like basically kill them manually. So we can solve this out with just wall spikes, or maybe wall dynamos. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, wall dynamos. Maybe you would, rather than having durability, if you're already running machinist harper, you can have heals attached because they will constantly hit this wall. So increased building health is also okay because they will most likely, well, half the time they might ignore, half the time they might not. So yeah, increased building health. It's a pretty good chance they might ignore it though, but they will definitely hit it, and it won't be able to heal itself for sure. But it will take them more time because it has more health, obviously. But yeah, heals attached should be like a pretty good option here because whenever they keep hitting, they take damage, and it'll take like a couple seconds for this thing to heal itself. Yeah, wall spikes is pretty decent trap. So yeah, if there is one, when I mentioned that in the daily, don't ignore it. Of course, I mean the base damage can be like underpowered. The base damage could be pretty underpowered with the wall spikes, but it is pretty useful. It's pretty useful in many ways. All right, so I forgot to say, we can place a ceiling right here if you want to deal like a little bit more damage, like add a little bit of pumped up sustainable damage. So you could place either a gas set trap, a ceiling gas trap, or ceiling electric field. Gas trap, if you are like, I mean, gas trap is also a good option here. I would put a ceiling electric field, excuse me. Oh gosh. Keep going back and forth. All right, let me finish here. All right, so a gas trap can be an option here if you want to like apply affliction towards them. They take damage over time. But for ceiling electric fields, if you just want to like zap them off, kill the little things, especially like the small regular husks and the little husks as well, because they usually are assassin husks, and if you're moving around, there's a good chance they will hit this wall. And yeah, if you want to kill those things, ceiling electric field would be good. And if you think like maybe there are going to be husky husks going to hit this wall, ceiling gas trap would be a very good option. Both ways actually work, but for me here, I'll place a ceiling electric field just so that assassin husks don't bother going there as well. So yeah, that should be all for Amplifier B. This one is all connected towards Amplifier B because yeah, the last time it was all Amplifier B. This one here, the spawn here, is also B. Kinda sucks, to be honest. So yeah, anyways, we can go to C right now, which is probably just going to be a spawn trap, by the way. Can go all the way right here. Oh goodness, our board's so scuffed, really bad. All right. Now that we're in C, we have plenty of space. I mean, plenty of space to do a bit of spawn trapping. So yeah, place a wall right here, connect them together because we are going to make a pretty, not too big, by the way, in my opinion. So yeah, let's place a wall right here. Let's place another floor right here so that we can place ceiling drop traps and extra ones just in case. Pretty much it's going to be on spawn. And we can place a floor right here. And then you can place like 4 floors right here on your left. Then we can continue going right here. 1, 2 on your right. Then we do pretty similar right there so that it's symmetrical. Alright, so yeah, that should be it. You can continue going forward here because yeah, it should be not too hard though in order to place a couple traps. It could be just ceiling electric fields and ceiling drop traps. As to what I'm going to be placing right now, right here is going to be 2 extra ceiling drop traps. It's pretty nice. Oh, I have them. All right, so these 2 extras are basically going to be the same positioning as the other ceiling drop traps that we placed way earlier before, like this. Then everything else here is going to be ceiling electric fields because they're 2 tiles down and they're very effective on a 3x3 tiles. All right, so on the other note, this transparent amplifier blocks whatever is above is above that Yeah. Gosh. Excuse me, my brain is malfunctioning. All right, so whatever is like on top of this transparent amplifier, the trap here will definitely not work. So like, let's say I place I mean, you can place it, but they will not trigger because this thing is blocking the pathway for this ceiling. So yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to place like only like 9. Yeah, okay, I hope I didn't miscount. So yeah, ceiling electric field, 1, 2, 3. So not to waste the structure, don't place it right here. So yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And that should be all for Amplifier C right here. Yeah, just keep in mind there is a transparent amplifier right there, and it's on spawn too. That should be on Amplifier C. It is completely finalized. Same thing with A and B. And now we go towards D. Well, it is kind of iffy because I mean I've just recently built this one for the 7th one. So yeah, it was all just pretty much quite like a first test. So now we know that there were like a bunch of gunslingers. I think it's probably my fault that they were walking towards here because they were actually like kind of like pretending to be an assassin husk, and they just instead dropped down here, like completely ignoring this block off. They just they were all gunslingers, by the way, to be specific. All of them are gunslingers, so I would assume that they're trying to get me. They just went down here, and if they didn't find like a pathway, so I was like standing somewhere right here. They couldn't find a pathway to shoot me or even have the range towards me, so instead they were able to go through here and just damage the amplifier. So yeah, to avoid something like that happening, I mean, I learned my lesson. So yeah, we can do a like a pretty tiny block off. It shouldn't take like more than 6 structures. So yeah, 2 cones. These cones will definitely be ifted out, like literally the same thing as these other cones that we placed way before. So yeah, this one's going to be lifted out on the southwest, and the same thing right here. I'm gonna place the wall right here. 1, 2, and 3. That should be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, it shouldn't be more than 6. They will not. They will definitely not try to drop down right here because there's already a block off, and a wall right here is necessary, and the same thing here as well. So they have to deal with like. They will have to deal with like exactly 5 layers for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah. They're even nature, by the way, but it could be physical, in which they will deal like neutral damage on these block offs. So yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so for another reason why there are, I mean, it's probably actually the same reason. It's not completely different. I did move a lot, and they managed to like hit one of these walls, and I think they were hitting this 3rd wall right here. So yeah, how to resolve that issue is basically placing a heels attached wall spikes, or maybe if you have a heels attached wall dynamo, that is also fine as well, because they were in nature, by the way. So yeah, an energy wall dynamo would do perfect for this one, but I don't have a heels attached wall dynamo, so as of now, we're going to be using heels attached wall spike, and we're not going to be placing the wall spike right here because I doubt that they will even bother hitting this wall for sure, because for gunslingers, their environmental damage is really low, but towards players, it's a bot. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, you can place a wall dart right here, so if they're like a little bit close, or they're all the way right here, I mean, a wall dart here is basically going to annihilate whatever is like 3 tiles closer to the wall dart. And yeah, it's mostly just to get rid of the assassin husks that are willing to like turn around and kill you for sure. All right, so now So now it's time for the last adjustment here, which we will try our best to spawn trap, because there were like a lot of lobbers. There were so many lobbers that they were hitting like this particular place, and they broke this whole they nearly broke this whole tunnel, by the way, right here, to be specific. Like they broke the the block-offs right here. They just didn't want to go through or somewhat. So in order to deal with that, for the next 3 defenses, we might as well place a couple of ceilings right here. So yeah, starting off with this ceiling zapper, stand right here, and then we can just fill up the column right here. So yeah, 1, 2 on the right, and then on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 floors. All right, and then right here, because the lobbers are actually going to target right here, and what if we place more of them right here? Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's connect it right here, because this one, it will definitely have a ceiling drop trap for sure. Then we go place a floor right here, and of course on top of the slope. And since we have nearly a tile higher, and if you place a floor here, it could have a potential husk that they'll be able to stand on this floor here or somewhat. So we're going to remove that, place a wall right here, and then a floor here, and continue onward. All right, 3. Oh, it's barrier, but we can still place a trap right there for sure. For sure. And we can do the same thing here on the other side, so it's like a little bit symmetrical like the rest. All right, and then right here for sure, we're going to place a wall right here, and another wall next to this stair. Going to place 1, 2, and 3 floors. There we go. Now that we're almost done, we can start placing the ceiling drop traps. Of course, I have to place some ceiling drop traps, because they're pretty good at like stalling off some husks, especially like literally any husk, including smashers. Pretty decent. So we're going to face towards the north so that they can get knocked back towards the south. All right, so 1, 2, there we go. Then we can continue onward right here, next to the ceiling zapper. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for sure, definitely here on this slope, because because you can't even like build anything right here. So ceiling drop traps like on top of the terrain, like a pretty crappy terrain, is literally the best. I'll actually place ceiling drop traps right here, because there were lobbers standing right here, and they were breaking that particular ceiling electric field, which I was like kind of in shock. So I want to stall them out with having ceiling drop traps. They deal quite a ton of damage. So yeah, all of this, everything else here is going to be, yeah, every empty ceiling floors or whatsoever you call it, going to have ceiling electric fields. Hopefully I don't run out when I'm placing them. All right, so right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. All of this are just a spawn trap for sure. 2, 3, and last one right there. There we go. Should be almost done. All I have to do is just upgrade all of these to tier 3. Right, pretty nice, by the way. That should probably solve the lobber issue that happened like earlier on the Storm Shield Defense 7. I hope you don't have that problem as well. Maybe, and pretty much you have the same issue. But hopefully maybe you built this thing a little bit differently, and I would assume that it did way better than I do. but for people who are like just watching this to learn and find out which trap is best to use or whatever, it could be whatever you feel like doing so, and how you use them and how they work, how you understand how they work and whatsoever. And let me tell you, It doesn't need to be 130 or a supercharged trap. I mean, it's probably because of me that my ult is going through this one really, really well, and the build itself also works well as well, but not for endurance, by the way. This is all for SSD, because some of them, I kind of think like some of them actually have reload speed, so yeah, it runs out of durability pretty quickly for a very, very long run. So yeah. One last thing, actually. One last thing. If you do not want husks to guarantee going through here or hitting the walls, even though with the healing wall spikes, you could probably add another layer of walls, 6 walls to be specific, right behind these cones that we built like a long time ago. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just in case, like, you just don't want them to bother this whole block off, and like just let them go through this one long tunnel. You could add these layers for sure, just to reinforce this block off as well. But for me, I wouldn't place them. I would have not placed them. It's just that I remember in my mind, perhaps maybe if someone is willing to like place some walls here, that would be totally fine. That would be totally fine. And yeah, if you are able to like go through the last couple Stormshield defenses, like 8, 9, and 10, they are very, very long. I would understand that. So yeah, alright, so kinda upgrade all of these to tier 3. I was ready. I had like a full stack of metal, and I managed to upgrade them. Yeah, make sure to have that spawn trap, and yeah, make sure to not ignore, by the way, a reminder, make sure to not ignore like spawn traps that are on top here. They can make you slowly lose this amplifier, but yeah. So yeah, keep an eye on like spawns, and if you still don't have like good enough traps or what, so you could probably ask a friend for help or somewhat. You could do storm shield assist, that is pretty much right here. Well, I'm not on my ult, but yeah, it shows right there. By the way, for like a storm shield assist, you're looking for help or what. So, but there is a Discord server that I lurk a lot. Well, I have my a pretty good friend. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know who he is. Sorry, I'm thinking about the ferret. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys know who he is, and yeah, he's in the Discord server. He owns like a bunch of channels that there are going to be people that are willing to help you whichever trap you need, or if you just purely need help with the defense and you want someone that can like annihilate a bunch of us, crowd clearing and what. So, but I mean, you have spawn traps completely covered out, but if your traps feel like they're still under leveled, and as to what I said earlier, they don't have to be maxed out 100%. So as long as you have like enough trap designs to upgrade them, some perk ups and reperks, you will be able to like go through smoothly if you get like enough help and what. So you can have someone else to build something for you. Well, build an amplifier if you have a hard time. But if you couldn't find anybody, I am here. Like I am recording this whole series for you guys to pretty much get a concept of this. It doesn't have to be completely like a pretty hard copy from this one. It is not easy though. It's all based on how you comprehend like a particular trap. Like a wall dino can be on a windowed wall, and behind it can be a wall dart, something like that. Broadsides, well, of course, this is important. Broadsides should face against the wall so that they can do the maximum damage as much as possible. So yeah, stealing electric fields, they're good as 2 tiles high. Even 1 tile high is still okay, but they can hit 3x3 tiles off, so it's pretty good for spawn trapping. It's basically, it is a very easy concept and very simple that not a lot of people would like to comprehend. Oh, I think my ult Disconnected? Oh, great. Well, yeah, that's fine. Anyways, that should be the end of it at this time. We already finished everything, so we didn't lose any progress. I didn't lose. So, yeah, anyways. I will link the playlist down below for the whole Canny Valley series. Everything else onward here is going to be like just full gameplay. You guys let me know if you have any questions. I will do my best to answer them. So yeah, feel free to click on the playlist down below. And if you just randomly clicked here and haven't seen the rest, yeah, the playlist is there for you. Anyways, take it easy, take care of yourself, and of course, love yourself. Happy Valentine's Day too. Even if you're single, there's always yourself to love for.